Did you see Originals? This like is his grass shop over here.
Yes.
Did you look at the what he had for sale?
Yeah.
So you can buy like a diamond for a stack of grass blocks in here, right? Or you could pay one diamond for the super blocks. I was over here like, okay. I kept looking in both the chests, like, what is the difference? I mean, I couldn't understand what he had done, and I think he's just trying to con people.
He probably is. I mean, these aren't even named.
Right. I mean, he could have named them as like super grass,
exactly,
or quick grow, or something like that, right? But
and these high quality grass 10 for
one diamond for 10 spot. And like one pair of shears could get you like 20 stacks of grass, probably. And he's selling 10 for a diamond. This is the worst shop ever.
What is up, guys, and welcome to a new episode here on the new Eriador server. In the last episode, we have built ourselves a church, and we held a funeral for Kiwi. But 2 episodes ago, I said I wanted to work on the gate right here. And as you might have seen in the last episode, when we were working on the beacon thing, I made this giant portal over here. So our ender portal is going to be basically the door of our kingdom. So that is what separates the outside and the inside. And I thought it was a great idea to put that there. It just looked really sweet when I was working on it on the community server. And why is this here? It just looked really cool. I need to reconstruct the villager things, because I want to fit them inside the little towers that are around the gate, basically. And I have tried that on the community server already, and that works, because this is a 5x5 thing, basically, and the tower at the highest point, or where it can be, is a 5x5 area. So this should work out very well. I am going to work on the towers first, and then I will be back with you guys. I also did this, actually, before I go and build, and dang it, using way too much, or mining way too much stuff away again. Let's put this back. Let's get rid of you. Yes, now we can get out. I'm just putting that there. But I have put in a bit of the pavement, basically. This is not going to be all stone brick. So this is still gonna change a bit. And there's nothing underneath here, as you see. Well, there's a pigment, but there is not a lot underneath here. I am going to make a lot of the stuff at this height. So there's a lot of stuff here that is going to go away or be covered up. This part where you come in is going to be quite low. So at this height is going to be like, there's probably going to be a square first here. And on the sides, it is going to be going up a little bit here and there. And there are going to be some buildings over in those directions, probably right over there. So you go up, and I'm not sure how high I'm going to do that. But there's going to be a big building for the villagers that we get from this over there. Hopefully that is far enough away to not interfere with that village. But I should test that out a little bit, because this here, for some reason, was close enough. So they are down there now. And that did not interfere with the village. But having them like right over there, inside the, well, first floor, basically, that was enough to interfere. Right now I took away the doors because there are too many villagers in our little hole underground here. But they were just they were not breeding, and now we have a bunch of villagers here. I don't know what to do with all of them, but I have a couple here. This is a librarian which sells Sweeping Edge 2 books, Sweeping Edge 3 books, and Sweeping Edge 2 books, which I just found really weird, but really cool as well. I think I'm gonna keep this guy just to have a guy that only sells Sweeping Edge, just for the fun of it. And then over here we have a farmer, which I think is the only farmer that was down here. We have some shepherds and all that, and it might be very loud over here with all these villagers. There are fishermen and all that. There are a lot of clerics, and there are a bunch of nitwits. I don't really need the nitwits. I might use them for breeding, but I will most likely get rid of all of these guys. Some of them I will take to a certain spot, I think, and the rest I will just put lava in this whole room or something to kill the rest of them off. I want to keep a couple clerics. This one, I'm not too sure what the traits are for the cleric. I need to take a look at that, because the cleric actually has quite a couple of good traits. Especially for now, before we go to the end. Ender pearls are really nice. Glowstone is really nice to get from them. And you can sell rotten flesh to them, so that is a really nice thing. And I want to check out all of the armorers as well. What kind of stuff they give me. The weaponsmiths as well, because they can give you well, armor with good enchants as well. So I'm gonna have to take a look at that. But that is for later on in this episode. First, now I am going to work on the towers here. And maybe even the rest of the gate already as well. As you see, this is not finished yet. I said I was going to finish at least the towers. And as you see as well, it is one off, which is quite annoying. That is because I built the portal one off when I built the portal. The portal was supposed to be like one block that way. So now I need to take out the portal and move this whole building, or this whole tower, also one that way. But that is for a little bit later. I have the breeding cell in place. So let's go up here. And as you see, there are villagers in here. This is designed by Unirybit. It's a really cool design. If we throw some food in there, it just lands on a slab. They can pick it up, they can throw it to each other, and all of the food just stays on this slab. Then we need a way to grab the baby zombies, why? The baby villagers, which I do have. So down below here, let me actually open up this really quickly. As you see down there, the villagers fall down, and they go into that hole. Then they stay somewhere in there until they grow up. They get pushed up again because they grow up into a water block, and then they go somewhere else. And that's where we need some space for, where the villagers cannot cramp together. I do want to have them in a 1x1 space, so I can easily grab them with a minecart. So the problem I'm having is that I need more villagers to cramp in one space than possible. Because in 1.10, I think, or 1.11, they added the max entity cramming stuff. So I need a way to put more villagers in one space than possible. Which isn't possible. But I still want to keep all of my villagers in a one space area, so I can easily grab them with a minecart. And I know Skid has something like that, so I went and took a look at what he did. And then went over to a test world and tried to build something similar. So we are going to take a look at that test world right now. So here we are on the test world, and as you see, this is what I want to build. So when the villagers come in, they will go into one of these cells, and if there are too many villagers in the cell, that means that the pressure plate, or the weighted pressure plate, will give out a strong enough signal, as you see over there, to power off this torch, then power on this torch, so this block gets pushed above their heads. then it powers off this line of redstone over here, and it will retract this piston, getting rid of the fence gate over here, so the water can flow further. And that's until eventually we're over here, and it fills up all of these cells. And if I did my calculations correctly, that should be in about 10 hours, 9 hours maybe, that this is filled up fully. So we have some time, some time to work with and take the villagers out. That is 10 or 9 hours that I am at my base working. So, and this is loaded. So I want to show you now real quick how we can get the villagers. So let's just grab a full breeding cell. Is this one full? Yeah, this one is full. So let's put a minecart over there and we get a villager. And as you heard, this stuff changed here. Now we can go in here. And now we cannot get out. That was kind of stupid. Let's just teleport up 10 blocks or something. There we go. But we can easily take out all of these villagers. And I put some more tracks on the back because eventually, as you see, there are empty minecarts. And now we can take them out from the back, and now it's going to take them from the other breeding cell. But if we go into this one, it should take it from the right one. And now, is it empty? No, it's not empty yet. There are also, or are always, a couple of villagers getting stuck. But we did not want to trade with him. But, oh, there we go. There they are going, and I don't know why they're stuck there. But eventually we will get them all out, and it will work right. If this is not working too well, then I will need to check on how I can make it work even better. But this is what I want to make. To build this contraption, we need some slime balls, because we need all of these sticky pistons right here. And I do not have enough slime balls to build all of these. So I messaged Dadcraft on Discord to ask him if he still had some slime for sale, because he has a slime farm. And he did, but before we got a message back from Dadcraft, I already got a message back from Brad. So Brad gave us a slime block for free to finish this. So this is already finished on the server right now. And I still did some trading with Dadcraft. So here's a little clip of me trading some slime blocks for some diamonds with Dadcraft.
All right, Jeffy. Well, I got your message on Discord saying that you were in need of some slime. And just like with Groova, I'm here to do some business.
I definitely need some slime. I'm working on a villager farm, kind of. And I need some sticky pistons for that.
Oh, like a breeder? Like a
yeah,
village, like
yeah.
a trading hall or whatever? Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the age of like the AFK fish farms is about to come to an end here on the server.
Yeah, I think so.
Now that we're getting a little bit better equipped. Plus, I don't like them anyway. They're super cheaty.
True, true.
Yeah, I shouldn't be able to just stand AFK all night long and come back with like a mending book in my inventory, right? It should be at least a little bit of work to make that happen.
Yeah, yeah. And you put in the work and you get way more stuff. And way more...
That's right, that's right.
Way easier, basically, so...
I mean, the one good thing about them is, as you can see, I'm eating fish that someone gave me. So, definitely it's an easy food source. Not that I seem to be eating that much food here because of no regen, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you burn through it all that fast. But so a stack of food lasts you, an entire play session or maybe 2 or 3 play sessions, maybe. So.
Yeah, of course. I moved over to steak instead of fish. I still have a bunch of fish and all that cooked up, but I moved over to steak.
Yeah, you've moved up a little bit in the world.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a little bit better, just a little bit more food, or regenerating a little bit more food.
Yeah, so you have to use less, right? I guess that's the benefit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can wait a little bit longer before I need to eat.
Right. All right, well, you said that you will trade me a diamond block for a stack of slime blocks. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that our deal?
Yeah.
Okay, I will give you those.
And then have this.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Jeffy. I was telling you just a minute ago that I came over to the what's this, the mushroom market?
Yeah, the mushroom market. Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw your awesome basket shop up there. That's amazing. I love the way that looks with the yarn and stuff like that coming over the top. Do you have like a sheep farm, or do you have like a spider farm that you're making wool from?
I have a spider farm, but I will probably in the future make some kind of sheep farm to have some more wool stocked up.
Okay. And you, so you're selling both wool and string in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So if I need some of either of those things, I know exactly where to come.
Yes.
And I think I was looking in here, the prices are pretty reasonable. It's not like you're trying to gouge people like some other people here at the mushroom market. Like
yes, of course.
Somebody back there with that sketchy grass shop going on. Oh, the most high price grass ever in the history of the world. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Jeffy. I appreciate it. If you guys want to see more of Jeffy's farm here, make sure you check out his videos. And as always, thank you for doing business. I love it.
No problem.
All right, thanks, Jeffy.
So the gate itself is done. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Look at that awesomeness right there. I really, really love this. I did do a little bit of a redesigning when I was building it here. But we will take a look at that in a moment. First of all, the villager breeder is right around there. I need to put it a little bit higher again. It was too high at first, and then I rebuilt it basically, and now it's too low, which is really, really stupid. But we can now go into here. I made it so we can go in, and we can go up, so we can feed the villagers as well, but we can also go on top, and that is something that I did not have. So we now have an area here on top where we can shoot at the enemies really easy, and that is just like a little touch that I thought that's just cool. And here is one of our villagers then, and here are our doors, and then over here are our villagers. And I want to put them a little bit higher because it seems like they are too low. They're not breeding. They weren't breeding up here either, but when they were down somewhere to go out, there was actually a little bit lower. They were breeding, but there was just something that was really weird. Well, I think it was about at the same height, but for some reason they could breed then, so I just need to rework that. It is not the worst thing to build anyways, so that is something. Let's get away from this stupid portal because it's way too loud. There we go. But I rebuilt the top. I just need to rebuild the villager breeder again, but that is something I'm going to do off camera. And let's take a look downstairs for a moment, shall we? Because I have also made a little bit of a temporary villager storage thingy majig mabob. So here we do have the things the villagers come in by, and here we have the villager trading hall. This is a design that Paddy made a couple of years ago. He has a newer design where the villagers just stay next to each other, but I just wanted to build this one. It is temporary anyways, so this is just something that is really neat. And we actually got a couple of alright villagers. Over here we have a villager that sells a projectile protection 4 diamond chestplate for 17 emeralds. So let's take a look at that. Here we have it. A projectile protection 4 for 17 emeralds, which is not too bad. And then over here we have a guy that sells aqua affinity for 10 emeralds. And here we have a guy that sells axes, efficiency 3 silk touch for 9 diamonds. That was something I really liked. This one I wanted to keep, but I think I can actually throw it away because we have that one now. So we can just do that, and now it's going to go into a water stream and die. Then over here we have, what did this guy have? Why did I keep it? Sweeping edge. Oh, this is the guy with the 3 sweeping edges. This is a farmer, so I want to keep it for now. I have 2 farmers, one in here and one in my house currently. And this guy had Frostwalker 2 and Bane of Arthropods. Although Frostwalker 2 is not the best one here. But Bane of Arthropods, I actually just want to get one of those and probably get rid of the villager. But eventually I want to have my villager trading hall be the jail for the kingdom. And I did make a design for that. I just need to fiddle around with it a little bit to get it to work really well. Right now I have a little design, just 2 by 1 place they go in, which I want to keep it as now. Where basically they just drop in from on top when you send them to that jail. I don't really have a system that I can automatically put it into one and it closes, so it has to go to the next one, but that I'm not really sure if I need that necessarily. But I can easily just press a button and the floor opens up and they will be standing on some magma blocks. So that is something I want to do in the future. But for now, I'm gonna fix that and then I will be back with you guys later. So look at this. It is done. Look at the awesome beacon beams coming through. That is really, really epic. So I changed a couple of little things up. First of all, I needed to have something transparent here. I used to have a light up there, and then up the top I had a what is it? Polished andesite. Yeah, this one basically. I had that like up here, and now there's nothing. And actually, I need to put a glass block there because I have one over here as well. But as you see, there are the villagers. And there's still a hole in here. I didn't fix this fully. That one should be there actually. For now it's just to move around a bit. But the villagers, I'm not sure if they are breeding very well now. They should. They did last night again. Sorry for the outside noise if you guys hear that. I have my window open. It is very humid right here now. And I just really need the window open. But if we go downstairs, actually I gotten rid of most of them already. But as you see, there is one in there. Is there a baby right now? There is not. Alright, that's bad. Actually, I gotten rid of all of them. None of them were good, apparently. But I have had a couple of more villagers here, so I might want to play around with it a little bit more. So what Sarlodri did is he put the doors one higher. So maybe I will do that again and see if that works. If then it works again. But, well, I'm just really... If that doesn't work, if that's not it, we also took out the doors, but last time I had it, it didn't matter. So if it would matter now, it would be kind of weird. But if that's the case, like if there's nothing else I can do about it, I'm probably gonna move it and see what I can do with it again. I have an idea. And maybe I'll just do that because then we have a bigger farm anyway. Is to make like a giant tower where a 4-thing farm of that. Basically, you can make the farm bigger by adding more cells. So this is a villager breeding cell with 8 villagers in it, and you can even make it like a 2x2, so have one of these cells and then another one and then another one and then another one, and then have village. But I would like to make that and then have this part fit in it as well, like just within the tower. So it's gonna be a big tower if I do that. But that is something for the next episode. I'm going to play around with this a little bit longer. And I hope to see you in the next episode then.